everybody, this is Sister Omi, and I am here to do the new moon reading for Virgo. Now this new moon is in Virgo. For Virgo, happy birthday, Virgo. And don't forget to look at your birthday reading. And what is the new moon about? The new moon is a time for planting seeds, literally and metaphorically. And remember, you reap what you sow. So, what type of seeds are you going to plant? What is in your mind's eye, Virgo? Finding inspiration for your next improvement project should be no problem, Virgo. In fact, at this new moon, the real challenge will be narrowing your focus down to one simple, attainable goal. If that seems overwhelming, take a deep breath and remember, you may be a work in progress, but at this moment, you're perfect just the way you are. You're perfect just the way you are. You are God's creation. But we are always evolving, right? Interesting. And so what do we get for the first card here? This right here is the Maku. This is the two of earth. This is the Maku. It is said that this animal actually exists in the region of Western Africa. And it is said that this animal eats no meat. Now, when you look at him, he looks like a cross between a bear and kind of a walrus. And it said he can live in the water or on land. And he's very ferocious looking. But really, how ferocious can he be? He's a vegetarian. So it's like that dog whose bark is worse than his bite. This is what we're looking at here. There's a duality. So it's like you could be quick to anger here, but later on be tender as a kitten. So is it balancing the both sides of your energy here, Virgo? There's a duality that you're dealing with. And also, maybe you're feeling there's some confusion going on. Certain things may be difficult, but the thing here is about remaining flexible also. Duality. You might be quick to anger, then later on you're soft as a kitten. There's stuff going on and you got to keep switching on how you're dealing with it. So we're talking about balance here. Interesting. So what you working on? Is it going to be the balancing? And let's see. First card. And what's interesting, this is the solar plexus. You know, solar is the sun. The sun. So you got to get out there and get some sun. In addition to the fact that since these are the solar plexus, you're dealing with your pancreas, your stomach, your liver, your intestines, your blood sugar, digestion. So maybe you need to be mindful of all of that. And this is also mental energy. Your willpower, your control, your beliefs, constructive versus self-criticism or negative criticism of self, your thoughts. Enlightenment. What I find interesting about this particular card here is this young kid is asking the question. He's asking the question, if enlightenment is to be found in my mind, how do I get there? And the answer is facing your fears. Is there something you fear? Is there something you fear here? Now, what else I find was kind of interesting, because this is really something to look out, Virgo, because you got two solar plex cards. Usually you don't pull two in the same area. Now, this is the third chakra, and this is also dissipating. And this is basically, you know, you have all these dreams about doing these things. That's basically what this is. This canary is sitting there with their owner talk about they're going to make all these great screenplays, and then they get some money and they go off and they're living in a fantasy that's not even a reality. So this is about lack of planning. Does not indicate misfortune. Am I doing what I say? Are you doing what you say? Are you working at what you want to work at? Where are you putting your energy? Now, you think with the solar plexus, since you got both of these cards, oops, here we go. Enlightenment, can you see that? I want to make sure you can see it. Enlightenment and dissipating. So, if there's some issues with willpower, self-esteem, or physically, maybe you're feeling sluggish, maybe low energy, or there's some anger issues, you have some repressed anger, or is there some type of obsession? These are things to think about. Suggestion: golden seal and lemon balm. Lemon balm is yellow. Think about that. The yellow foods. Have lemon water. And what would be good for stimulating this chakra to help bring it into balance? Aerobic exercise. And this is like the exercise, you exercise until you sweat to increase that chakra. Meditation to stay calm, core and strength training, Pilates, and martial arts is also very good. Now, maybe you need to develop some sensitivity towards others. Maybe that's it. But this also, I briefly touched on, it could be some repressed anger. What I think is interesting about this is your bark is probably bigger than the bark is worse than the bite. That's what I was going to say. Just like this. So this is like balancing some energy. So since this also mental energy, so that you need some clarity or reviewing of your beliefs, or maybe how you express them. And with this stomach and liver, also maybe cut down on sugar and detox that liver. Give the stomach a break so it can digest some foods properly. Food for thought. Because I brought this card up, the Maku is a vegetarian. I'm not pushing being a vegetarian or anything like that. But that's all good. That's a decision you can make. However, what I am suggesting, is be a little more mindful of your intake. Because I know myself, I get on these little binges. Lately, I've been on an M&M with peanut butter. Oh my God. Every other day I take a little bag to work. And one day I was like, you know what? This is getting out of control. And you figure that's that sugar. That just wears on the liver. The liver has to work extra hard. So, everyone has their little thing. Only you know what that is. I'm just sharing with you a little piece of myself. And I know I have to let up off the M&Ms. Because maybe there's some repressed emotions you don't want to deal with. Because a lot of emotional eating. So let's be mindful of what we're putting in our stomach. Alright? Bark, worse than the bite. Facing your fears. So definitely get out in the sun. Feel the sun on your face. Or go one day, sit in the park, take your little pad paper and just maybe write out your goals, things you want to see happen. Because this month, Virgo, is a birthday month. So really, this is the new year. So this is a good time to write your goals. Maybe there's some things or something, a fear that you may have this will be your goal to overcome. Just thinking out loud. And dissipating. You're more than you think. So don't just fly off and keep dreaming in never land. Let's come down to earth. Allow gentle flight to your thoughts. This supports the creativity of daydreaming. However, recognize the difference between daydream and a well thought out plan. That's the key here. Creativity must be freed from its cage. This is an opportunity here. A journey of true destiny is the vibration. Gold and earthly brown mix to create something spectacular. Your experience will guide others. So what are you working on, Virgo? I think it's going to be something good. But, you know, as you probably heard me say, I always say spirit is like so amazing. They give us messages in so many different ways, you know, and everything is in nature. Now, this is the tea tree. Now, you know that some of the best furniture is made out of the tea tree. And this says superiority. The unswerving direction of your inner being is that of self-renewal. Begin anew at every ending. Wow. So this is about a fresh new start. This is your birthday month, and this is your new moon. So this is putting you in a position of great strength. One success will lead to another. The tea, you know, is durable. We're talking about a situation of permanence that is going to be presenting itself. You're strong. You stand above the rest like a superior teak tree. So balance out that duality. And since this is maybe, even though it's earth and it's grounded, maybe you do have some repressed anger that you need to deal with. Or staying grounded or using that anger and find a way to channel that anger in another way. Face your fears. There is enlightenment. And you see all this sun here? Get out. Get out. Get out into the sun. And know that you are more than you think you are. Well, Virgo, what is your goal plan to be for this birthday cycle, huh? But remember, you're perfect just the way you are. You're a work in progress, yes, but you're perfect just the way you are. This is some self-renewal here. All right, Virgo, I hope you enjoyed this new moon reading for your sign. This is new moon in Virgo for Virgo, and this is your birthday cycle. So it's all about you. So please remember to like, share, subscribe. And this is Sister Omi. Peace.